If you're an agency owner who wants to sign 12 high paying clients in the next 12 weeks, watch this video till the end. I won't ask you to do any of the crap which you're probably trying to do right now, which absolutely does not perform. Like trying to cold call people, depending on referrals, basically wasting your time and money and effort and not getting any results. You don't do any of that. You literally don't lift a finger. I'm not joking when I say this. I know it sounds too good to be true. But by the end of the video, you're gonna be like, Somil, bro, you actually delivered upon what you promised. And I'll be leaking all of the strategies which we used for a client of ours to provide him these awesome results. You can see like live dashboard. I've hidden the name of the company, but you can see live dashboard in my exact platform. You can see app.salegen.com, which is my domain. I own that domain. You can see conversion value in the past 30 days, 32% conversion rate on all the calls, 31,273 euros generated in revenue. These are the total number of appointments booked, and these are the total number of leads which are generated. And this is actually low, which you can see 91% lower, because this case study is a bit old and that was during the holiday season. So people don't actually buy a lot of stuff in the holiday season if you're aware of it. So imagine what we can now do when things are going full throttle. Anyways, I'll be leaking all of the strategies. You know why? Just because I want to build enough trust. Because if I can show my expertise, demonstrate my expertise to you, then you're much more likely to trust me. And I'm an entrepreneur. I want to make money. And the only way I can make money is to show you that out of all these idiots on the internet, I'm the actual, legit, and real one. So that's why I'm going to be providing you like a lot of free value. You can try to apply all of these strategies yourself, or at the end of the video, I'll present an opportunity to work with me as well. If you take that, that's totally irrelevant. I'm doing fine by God's grace. I don't need you. You kind of need me if you want these awesome results. Anyways, enjoy. The entire process of getting these lovely results actually involves just 3 steps, because I like to keep things simple. Because the more moving parts you have, the more complex and complicated the strategy is, the fewer the chance, like the lower the chance it actually works. Anyways, you might be wondering, what are these 3 steps? In the logical order, the first step is obviously you should be generating appointments. Appointments are basically sales calls, convincing people, persuading people who want to buy whatever you have to sell to get on a call with you. Because imagine you walk up to a random stranger and you're like, bro, pay me $10,000. He'll probably say no. But if you demonstrate enough value, if you're like, bro, I'll sell you this Ferrari for just $10,000. This car worth $1 million, $500,000. I'll give it to you for $10,000. Now the person think it's a steal. He's getting an awesome deal. But if you are like, bro, just give me $10,000, he'll be like, bro, like, get lost. Why are you trying to take my money? And that's the case. If you're having trouble, if you're having difficulty in selling your stuff, it's because people don't see in a value. It's never a matter of price, it's the matter of value. And if you want to get high paying clients, you have to demonstrate your value. And you cannot do it unless you go on a call with them and you show them how exactly this can be done. This does not mean that you as a founder or an owner has to take all the calls. More on hiring sales reps later in the video. But you have to generate appointments, which either you take or someone from your team will take. And in this case, in the example of this case study, the person was targeting real estate firms who wanted to generate more leads. So he wanted to provide them the service that, okay, you have a real estate firm. I'm going to help you generate more qualified leads and buyers for your services. And he wanted to book appointments for the same. Now we have 3 sources of booking appointments, which you used for this person: ads, outbound, and content. And these are the only ways you can get customers apart from referrals. And referrals is obviously not something we can control. So that's why we do not include that. But yeah, that's I'm literally now gonna share the step-by-step playbook of optimizing all 3 of the sources. Starting with ads, how did this person generate leads from ads? Like, what are the exact steps you followed for this person? First thing, step 1 of 3, launch lead form ads. You know those ads you see on Instagram where basically you click on the get inquiry, something like that. I don't know the exact text which is there, but I'm pretty sure you've seen those ads on Instagram where when you click on them, it asks for your phone, your email, and your name. Those are known as lead form ads. Facebook, Instagram, Meta, lead form ads. We launch those type of ads because those are the ones which are converting the most for agency owners, and we do it using an AI ad launcher inside a platform. So this AI ad launcher, because what a lot of people do is they try to get extremely creative. They try to create winning campaigns from scratch, which in my humble opinion is pretty stupid. I mean, there are proven templates which have converted for your exact industry and niche and have worked like thousands of times. So the chances of them working is extremely high. So until unless you absolutely hate the idea of making money and getting fast results, and you love the idea of wasting money trying to experiment and figure stuff out through trial and error, then I don't know why you won't use these proven converting templates. So yeah, that's the first step. Launch lead form meta ads using an AI ad launcher we have inbuilt inside a platform in just 3 clicks. In 3 clicks, you have a winning ad, all the creators, everything taken care of. And yeah, it works for every industry. But right now, we are trying to launch ads for people who are real estate agents. Once these ads have been launched, once you have set the budget, everything, and this takes like maximum 5 to 10 minutes to set up. Once the ads are live and people are submitting their contact info, they are becoming leads, they are showing interest that, okay, I'm a real estate agent and I want more appointments and leads for my business because that allows me to make more money. Then we get WhatsApp API, because your normal WhatsApp will get banned. You can do it with normal WhatsApp as well, but WhatsApp API is much better. So we got the person a WhatsApp API, we bought him a US phone number, and we just paid like $10 to Mark Zuckerberg to use WhatsApp API. Yeah, we got WhatsApp API, and now what we did is whenever someone submitted their contact info, like this is a workflow. So whenever someone submits a lead form on Facebook, Instagram, or Meta ads, we automatically start and trigger a workflow. We have this workflow, which is AI appointment setter workflow. And whenever someone submits a lead form, whenever someone gives out their contact information on that, the AI appointment setter engages them using WhatsApp. You might be wondering why WhatsApp, why not SMS, why not email? WhatsApp converts the highest out of all three mediums based on extensive, robust testing. We've tested all three things. WhatsApp outperforms everything. WhatsApp is cheaper than SMS. Email is obviously cheaper, but email is not very high performing. And yeah, it's a pretty, like, it has a lot of hassle and shit associated with it. WhatsApp works the absolute best. And whenever someone becomes a lead, we are able to contact them in seconds. And you know, there's a statistic that if you contact someone within 60 seconds of them submitting their info, the conversion rate increases by 391%. Imagine you 4x your revenue just by this small simple change of contacting leads fast enough. I didn't say it. Alex Hermosi did. And he has a portfolio company of over $100 million, $200 million. So he clearly knows what he's speaking about. Anyways, once the leads have been added to the workflow, as shown over here, the AI engages with them instantly, as I said earlier. And it sounds extremely human. What we actually did, we went to the Twitter profile of this guy and we scraped all of his tweets. So he wrote out tweets, right? And we scraped them. We scraped all of his WhatsApp conversations. We asked him, like, bro, can you just, like, on WhatsApp, there's a feature for exporting the chats you have with your friends and your family. So he exported the chats, he exported his tweets, and he gave it to us so that we figured out how exactly this person spoke. And once we know that, we just fed it to the AI. AI, sir, this is how this person speaks. And you have to speak exactly like him. So now we have an appointment setter which replies to leads in seconds and sounds exactly like a human being. After that, the AI qualifies them. Like, I'll just show you an example of what it looks like. So if you can read it over here, the moment the lead is submitted, the AI reaches out to them and it's like, just saw you submitted a form related to an ad that helps realtors get more leads. Asif, which is the first name of the person. This changes every time a new lead has been submitted. It's Matt here from insert company name. I can't see it actually. I'll make it a bit bigger. Yeah. Does this ring a bell? So, do you remember this basically? And after the person replies, yes, then we ask him a couple of questions to qualify him and see if he's actually a good fit for our services. Can you describe your current process of generating leads and booking appointments and how many more leads you can handle? Because if someone is like, bro, I cannot handle more appointments, he's not qualified to work with the person who implemented this AI system. Obviously. Then the person told us I'm depending on referrals and I want like 30 more appointments on a monthly basis. Then the AI actually acknowledged it. Got it, referrals are great, how much budget you've set aside for this, and is this something urgent, something like that. And then the person replied with their budget. They did not reply like if it's urgent or not, but most people in the scenario, they do say, yeah, it's kind of urgent, no, it's kind of not urgent. If it's not urgent, we don't book a call with them. If it's urgent, we book a call. So now he had the budget, he was interested in what he had to offer. He was obviously qualified. And then we suggested a time slot to him using AI. And luckily, he was available at the time slot, but if he was not available, the AI would have checked the availability on the calendar, on your exact calendar, your Google Calendar, whatever you use. And if the time slot was available, a call would have been booked. That's the simple process. So our ads playbook is pretty simple. We launch lead form, meta ads, once again just summarizing it, using an AI ad launcher in 3 freaking clicks within minutes using proven converting templates. We then get WhatsApp API approved, which takes like a couple of hours max. Once a WhatsApp API has been approved, we contact leads, whoever submit the form on Facebook within seconds, and then our AI appointment setter reaches out to these people. Once the setter is contacting them, it then qualifies these people, and if the leads are qualified, then the setter simply checks your availability on the calendar. If you have a sales team, it checks the availability on the calendars of the sales reps and it suggests times to the person. And the person can simply be like, yeah, okay, this time is good for me, it works for me. Or he can be like, no, this does not work for me, what about that time? And this is much better than sending like a calendar link, like a Calendly link, because that, like, it's a lot of friction. And it's much better than going back and forth with the person as well. So that is our ads playbook. The next source of generating leads is automated outbound systems. So reaching out to people who don't know you, converting strangers into customers. So the first step of this entire process is obviously you need like the phone number and email addresses of people who you want to reach out to. Because if you don't have the contact information of people, how can you contact them? I know it's common sense, but a lot of people don't have common sense nowadays. Anyways, that's a side tangent. Once we have scraped like email addresses and phone numbers, we have to enrich the data as well. Enriching the data basically means you collect information about them. So let's say there's this person named John and we have his email and his phone number. Now we have to get data on John. What company he works in, what size of his company is, like does it have 10 employees or 100 employees? And we use this data to, number one, qualify if John would be a good fit for our services. And number two, see if we can actually help him. Number three, use it to personalize our messages. If you send out like templated, mass blasted messages to people, it simply does not work in 2025 because data is becoming extremely cheap. You actually have to personalize it. And I'm sure you, nor do our clients have any interest, me included, in sitting down and writing personalized messages. So we use AI to personalize the messages, but AI can only work off of data. So we enrich the data which we scrape so that we can feed it to AI, and based on the data, AI can write personalized lines for these people when you actually reach out to them. So we use a lot of tools. If I get into it, like all the nitty-gritty details, it will take way too long, but you can see the example. For example, we use LinkedIn Sales Navigator to scrape contact information and emails and everything. And by the way, this does not get your LinkedIn account banned because we don't use the person's account. We have our own proxy database servers. So we just send information to our servers, and in the backend, the data is scraped. And yeah, we get the contact information and the phones and the email addresses. So we use various filters, like we only want to target companies which have between 11 to 500 employees. We want them to be in the real estate niche, and we only want to get contact information of owners and founders. And right now, we're targeting people mostly in the UAE because WhatsApp works absolutely phenomenally over there. And at the same time, the UAE real estate market is currently booming. Yeah, we do that. Apart from that, because we want fast results as well and we don't want to think a lot, we have an existing database of 500 million plus leads in SalesGen, which is my platform. And we use that because obviously it's much faster to have data ready made than to scrape it. So you can see we have like data from a lot of sources like Instagram, Apollo, LinkedIn Sales and Navigate. Basically, we have a massive database of people, over 500 million people, qualified information. So we use that as well for generating the leads. Once we have contact information of people who we can contact, we then have to hyper personalize the message using AI. We cannot send out random templatized messages. We personalize the messages using AI, and once that is taken care of, we contact them using WhatsApp, iMessage, email, and SMS. iMessage works very well in countries like Canada and USA because people use that a lot over there. WhatsApp works well in Europe, Asia, but recently I've started to see a lot of success in Canada and US as well using WhatsApp. But it's not as great as in Europe and Asia. But if you're targeting people in these nations like Middle East, Europe, Asia, WhatsApp is going to work phenomenally well. We also use SMS, which is not my preferred way, but it kind of works, so we still do it. And obviously, email, the old school email system. So you can see a glimpse of what the automated WhatsApp outbound system looks like. If the person does not reply, we have follow-ups and everything, and it's basically complicated. I don't want to get into the details of it because we just set it up. But yeah, if you want to build it out for yourself, you just have a automated WhatsApp outreach machine which follows up with people, personalizes the messages. And yeah, after that, this is what the email outbound system looks like. Once again, I know it's kind of looking complicated, but the reason it looks complicated is because we built it in a way that the people literally think we're stalking them. If a person opens an email, we have a different email which goes to them if they did not reply. If a person replied to us and then they did not book a call, we have another email. If the person opened the email and booked the call directly without replying, we have like basically, not to complicate it, but we have a very robust cold email system, and you need one for yourself as well. And then we also use iMessage and SMS. I actually ran out of space for the images, but yeah, we use that too. Apart from these normal methods like iMessages, SMS, and WhatsApp, everybody is spending their time on social media platforms. So we also have to use personalized cold DMs on these platforms as well. Because if our ideal customers, ideal prospects are spending their time over there on these platforms, then we need to contact them, we need to target them. And we send out these hyper personalized cold DMs on all the platforms like Instagram, like Twitter, which works very well because you can send like 450 messages a day. On Instagram, you can send between 50 to 100 messages per account. But what we did is we bought bulk agent accounts. So on Instagram, we bought like 10 different accounts. And if you're using like 10 accounts, then we can send out 500 messages a day, which is equal to a lot of appointments. We also use Facebook. We also use School, which is becoming very popular because a lot of people are spending their time in these school communities. So we went to a real estate school community and we started DMing the people over there by creating these custom automations we built out. So the person did not actually have to sit down and send out the messages. And last but not the least, the old trusted LinkedIn. I'm not going to reveal the strategy right now, but there's actually a secret system which you can use to send like 300 to 500 messages on LinkedIn without being banned from one single account. And obviously it's very powerful, so I'm not going to be revealing that. But yeah, just understand like LinkedIn works phenomenally well. Out of all these platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram work the best. Once we're getting replies on these meetings, and also like one important thing, whilst looking human, this is very important. What a lot of people do is they just blast out cold DMs without ever interacting with the person. So what we did, we created this automation, this automated system that before sending a message out to the person, we comment like random stuff like this bicep emoji or like heart emoji on the post, and we follow the person as well. And after sending the message, we unfollow them automatically. So kind of bad, whatever you wanna say. But this makes it sound extremely human. Like imagine this. The person saw our comment on their post. The person liked the comment. And they also followed us back. Now do you think we have a higher chance of getting a response from these people? Obviously. Like who would you reply to? Someone who just sent you a random DM? Or someone who firstly followed you, he commented on your post, he liked your post, and then sent you a DM. Obviously, we're getting the attention of the person, he followed us back. So now the chances of him replying is obviously much higher. So it's important that we actually appear more human. On LinkedIn, we send out these connection requests. And we don't blast them out. We add a note while sending out the request. We personalize it and everything, not trying to get into the nitty gritty details right now. Once again, if you wanted to see like what do I mean by enrichment, I just saw this random picture. So we put in the list of companies these people work in, and then we get enriched data around 2000 contacts. So yeah, basically we enrich the data as well so that we can personalize the messages. And once we do this, once we have the contact information of people, we use that contact information of people to reach out to them on these platforms and also send them personalized cold DMs whilst appearing like a freaking human being. We'll obviously get a lot of replies. And once again, if you try to manage and handle all of these replies manually, it simply won't work. It simply just does not work that way because you are not fast enough. No human is fast enough. And it's boring, it's time consuming, it's annoying spending your entire day on the phone replying to people. So we use AI to convert these replies into meetings. And just as a side note, like you might be thinking, like, does it actually work? This is a friend of mine, and by mistake, like he asked me a random question. This is not me texting. By mistake, the AI got triggered. Yeah, and it sounds extremely human. He literally said, you have to let me know. Yeah, this bot, I thought it was you for a bit. So he literally thought this was me texting me texting him. That's how freaking good it is. And then I was like, sorry, bro, like AI took over, lol, my bad, lol. Because it got triggered by mistake. And he's a normal human being. And he has spoken to me before. And he could not tell the difference if it was AI or me. So if someone who already knows how I speak, if he could not tell a difference, why do you think so? Your prospects will be able to tell a difference. So that is our ads playbook sorted. That is our outbound playbook sorted. Scrape leads, contact leads, hyper-personalized messages, act like a human being, use AI to convert these replies into meetings. Pretty simple and straightforward. We also use content in this scenario because the person already had an existing audience. If we did not, we would have skipped it, but we had the opportunity of using content as well. This person was posting YouTube videos. So we repurposed these videos into reels, into shorts, and text-based posts using AI. So we have this AI bot, which is an expert in adapting content for various social media platforms. So we had one YouTube video. It got repurposed into like 5 to 15 short form videos. So 5 to 15 reels without any extra effort, all done using AI, chopped up using AI and stuff. And then we pasted the YouTube transcript. So even this video, you can see like there's a thing called transcript, which is like the English summary of all the words I've spoken. We pasted it into AI and AI turned it into a LinkedIn post, a Twitter post. So basically we repurpose content into text form and into shorts and reels. All the content which we posted, like VSL is basically a video sales letter, which is basically a video which when someone watches, they're sold. You showcase your expertise, you provide value, they know exactly what you have to offer, exactly what you do. And it's basically like a 24/7 salesman which works for you and does not sleep. And if you think it does not work, Iman Ghazi had one 35-minute video which made him $20 million in pure profit, no commissions required. And I'm pretty sure he'll be more than happy to make $20 million off of one YouTube video. So we created one YouTube VSL a video sales letter, which is basically a 24/7 salesman, and all the content was being linked towards it. So all of his YouTube videos were pointing towards it, and people saw that video and they were sold. All of the content, like let's say he posted a reel on Instagram, we created automations which were triggered. I'll just make it a bit bigger and show you. So as you can see, whenever someone commented on a post, we would respond to the comment automatically, and yeah, basically then we would funnel them back towards the YouTube video. We won't try to sell anyone in the DMs or something, because imagine someone watches like a 30-second reel. He does not know you enough or trust you, but he can definitely, like, you've seen those reels, comment this word for XYZ. He can comment that, then he can be sent to a free video. Of course, he's thinking like, yeah, it's just a free video. He's not trying to sell me something, so the resistance he has is not very high. But when he watches the video, he is sold. You can build rapport, you can make the person trust you, you can showcase your personality, your expertise, and now the person is in a state of actually buying from you. So we repurpose content, we link all of the content using lead generation systems. Like, these are all leads. We can also like retarget them later on. We collect email addresses of all these people who comment on the person's reels and everything, and then we redirect them towards a YouTube VSL. After the VSL, like, people are already sold, and at the end they have a call to action that if you want like XYZ help with this, like getting more leads for real estate, then you can book a appointment with me, a discovery call with me. And these people are already pre-sold because they already know what problem the person is solving and his expertise. They've seen the social proof case study and the expertise, and it's literally the highest form of appointments. A lot of the times people don't even follow sales scripts on these appointments. They're like, bro, what do you need help with? Like, you've seen the video clearly, you know everything. What questions you have? Let me clear the questions, and then people clear the invoice. They just answer like questions for 5 to 10 minutes and they get paid. That's the highest quality appointments you can generate for your business. After that, like, you might be wondering like how the appointments are booked. Below the YouTube video, we have a VSL funnel, which is basically like a website. Like, below the video, people can click on the website. Like, this is the exact video which the person uses, which has gotten like how many views? 208,294 views in just like less than 2 months, to be honest. In less than 2 months, we generated 200,000 leads, absolutely free of cost. 200,000 people showing interest in the video. And you can just do the math. After watching this video, they go on to this website where it says generate 30 to 60 ready to invest leads without running ads or hiring cold callers for real estate agents in Dubai. And it's basically like a 2-minute video where the person just tells what exactly he does. And after that, below it, there's a link to the calendar and people can choose a time and book a meeting. That's our entire content ecosystem. So those are the 3 sources of booking appointments. We use ads where we launch these lead formats. People submit their info. AI contacts them. AI converts them into appointments. We have outbound systems where we extract phone numbers, emails, everything. Obviously, this is automated. We're not sitting there manually scraping leads. After that, the leads which we have generated, they're contacted automatically using cold SMS, cold DMs, everything, cold emails. And then when we get replies, AI converts them into meetings. And the content system is pretty simple. We have one VSL, video sales letter. All YouTube videos post towards it. YouTube videos are repurposed into short form content. And the short form content, again, links back to the VSL. People watch the VSL, they book a call with the person. That's the entire process of generating appointments, which is inarguably the hardest part. I know it kind of seems difficult, but it's not really difficult when you get a gist of these systems, once you get a hold of it. But if you've been booking appointments, almost 70 to 80% of the job has been complete. So this is the booking appointments part. The next step is obviously to ensure that the appointments, they show up on the call. Because if people are not showing up on the call, there's no point of, like, what's the point of booking appointments if they actually do not show up? And we also have to nurture them so that the people who are especially like book the meeting from cold DMs and stuff, they're nurtured. Because the people who are coming from socials like YouTube and stuff, they already know you, they already trust you. But when you're dealing with cold traffic, you have to build some authority first. They have to know you, they have to like you, they have to trust you. So we have to nurture them before they show up on the call as well. So the first step we do in order to take care of this is just the bare minimum of sending automated meeting reminders which sound human. Like a lot of people sound like an AI bot. Everyone can tell the reminders which they are sending out are automated. We make them in a way so that the reminders don't seem annoying. Like they're not like, okay, bro, like when will this idiot stop spamming me? And I think like you actually reached out to these people just to remind them as a friendly human being, okay, I'm seeing you on this call, whatever. We use WhatsApp, SMS, and email, all three sources, because more platforms we contact them on, the higher the chances they actually see the reminders. And if they see the reminders, the chances they show up on the call is much higher. So we have a appointment show up system where we acknowledge it, then we nurture them, we send them reminders 12 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes before the meeting on multiple different channels. So this ensures people actually show up on the call. This alone can literally double your conversion rates. And most people don't even do this. Most people just send out like random shitty reminders on email. Once we have been sending out these reminders to the people who are cold leads, people who we have booked meetings with from, let's say, cold DMs or cold emails or cold WhatsApp messages, we send them a YouTube VSL, like the exact VSL which we had posted on YouTube. We don't share the YouTube channel link. We just send the link of a Loom video. We post that exact video on Loom because I don't know why people like watching Loom videos more than YouTube. Just something like, I don't know why, they just do. We send the Loom video link to them to basically pre-sell them before the call and build authority. For example, like this is calls being booked, like screenshots of call being booked, and we send them like a Loom video and everything. Yeah. So we send Loom videos just to pre-sell these people before the calls and also to build some authority. After that, we have like our system tracks it. Where system tracks if these people actually click on this link or not. And if people do not click on this link, if people do not watch the VSL, then we send them reminders and nudges. And we're like, bro, we've seen that you've not watched the video yet. Please watch it before the call. I think we also mentioned, like, if you open the entire screenshot, we mentioned, please watch the video. But the screenshot cannot open because I've added a screenshot. Anyways, so yeah, we, number one, send automated reminders which do not sound automated. They sound like you actually sat down and wrote it before the call at regular intervals to increase the chances they show up. We send VSLs on loop to these people, especially those who are cold leads, to warm them up, to pre-sell them, to nurture them so they are ready to buy when they show up on the call. And last but not the least, we send reminders to these people, like reminders, basically simple, like, bro, you've not watched this VSL, you've not watched this video explaining how we can help you, please watch it. Pretty simple and straightforward. This basically ensures all of the hundreds and thousands of meetings you booked in the first step, they actually show up on the call, and when they show up, they're actually ready to buy. And last step is obviously the most fun and the important part, and I also have like a bonus step at the end. I lied to you. Not 3, but 4 steps, but fourth one is optional and a bonus. The third step, the most important step, is close the deal. There's no point of all of this if you cannot close the deal and collect the payment on call. We don't deal with people who are like, yeah, I need to think of it. I need to speak to my wife. I'll buy from you when the earth is flat again. Nothing, none of that crap. No 2 call closes, no following up. We close the deal then and there on 1 call. Just exactly how. So, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You know, there's this exact sales script. Like, I actually kind of like developed it. So this is a word by word sales script. I've hidden it because I don't want like random people on YouTube to use it. There's one person, Sam Owens, who's the owner of school.com, SKOOL.com. There's this person called Himanshu Agarwal, which had India's most successful coaching business, which generated over like $600,000 a month. Then there's this guy called Charlie Morgan. He also has his own coaching program and he makes over like $1 million a month. And I learned from all 3 of these people. These people were my mentors and they all have different variations of a sales script. So what I did after trial and experimenting with all these three scripts, I figured out that Himanshu Agarwal is the best at closing. If I use Himanshu Agarwal's script, then my closes, it becomes very good. If I use Sam Owen's script, the middle part of the sales call, it's actually dope. And if I use Charlie Morgan's script, the beginning of the call is extremely good. So I cherry picked the best part of all these three people and I converted it into the best fucking sales script. And combined, this sales script has generated over $150 million. So I like to call this the trifecta sales script. I kind of developed it after a lot of trial and error. But I don't give this as it is to my clients, because if they try to use it off the bat, it probably won't work because the niche, everything business is different. So we have this sales GPT, whatever you want to call it, and it's basically a GPT, an AI bot specifically designed to create sales script just to increase lead conversions. So what we do is we give it this exact script. It asks the person a couple of questions, and the person, the client who is using the script, he answers the questions. And based on the answers to those questions, it produces a custom sales script. It basically remodels the sales script, which has generated like hundreds and millions of dollars, into something which will actually convert and close these deals. That's the secret sauce. And also, like, some people like to take two call closes. They want like a qualification call and then a demo call. So we also have like a qualification call sales script if you want to convert deals in one closes. But you might be wondering, Somil, you promised that you'll help me do all of this, these signing clients part, without actually without lifting a finger, which you promised in the beginning of the video. How can you make those claims if I have to get on the sales call? And the thing is, you don't have to. If you want to, you can do it. But we hired 7-figure commission only closers for this person. So whenever all these meetings which were booked in step number 1, we had commission only sales rep. People used to get on the calls and close the deals, and they only got paid when they closed the deal. They were paid like 10% in commissions, no base salary, so absolutely zero risk for the owners. So we hired this commission only sales rep, and the person, like the business owner, he literally got paid money with zero work, because he did not have to manually scrape the leads or generate the leads. He did not have to speak to these leads to convert them into appointments. Once they were converted into appointments, he did not have to manually sit down over there and just be like, oh my god, like, how can I nurture them? Please buy from me. He did not have to persuade them because they were already pre-sold and they were already nurtured. And then when they showed up on the call, he did not even have to speak to them. Isn't it crazy? Because we hired these reps. And if you want to know like what do these reps kind of look like, I'll just try to make this picture bigger. You can see average deal size this guy closes is $30,000, $4,000, $15,000. He has closed approximately $5 million, $11 million, $3 million. Imagine these people working for you. And the best part is they don't require a salary. English speaking native sales reps work for you without requiring a salary. That's the name of the game. That's how you literally sign these clients with zero manual work, literally without lifting a finger. But last but not the least, this is totally optional. Some people might be like, okay, bro, cool. Like, I'm happy with that. That's enough. But Somil always over delivers. And I kept this bonus as a secret. This person actually outsources the service delivery as well. So what a lot of these people do, which is what this exact client in this case did. He was like, bro, I'm helping these real estate people with lead generation, basically getting more appointments. Somil, your company does the exact same thing. So is it possible that you deliver the services on our behalf? We'll pay you $2,000 a month for this, and the person is paying us $5,000. So we are making like $3,000 a month without doing anything. Because you are obviously good at delivering the services because you got these awesome results for us. And you're an expert in this field. So instead of me trying to figure it out, why can't you just deliver the services on my behalf? So that I truly have a passive business and I get paid for doing absolutely nothing. You automated my client acquisition process. Now can I white label your services? and sell that to my clients as well. And I'm like, okay, bro, like, why not? Our rate is this much, you pay me this much money, and I'll treat the client of yours as any other client. And yeah, we just white labeled it. We said, yeah, we work for this person. It does not take, like, I don't care if I have to say I work for that person. If he's happy, I'm getting paid, he's getting paid. What's the problem? So you can just go and find a white label service provider who actually delivers the services which you're signing the clients for. And that's how you truly make shitloads, boatloads, truckloads of money without lifting a finger. And yeah, that's literally all the sauce. Literally all the sauce. I promise you, this is how you sign 12 high paying clients minimum in the next 12 months. In the 12 next week, sorry. What am I wrong? Like, it's been way too long, man. I've been speaking for way too long. My throat is dry. But yeah, that's how you do it without lifting a finger. The entire process of client acquisition is automated and service delivery is automated as well, as I just showed you. That's what a client pay us thousands of dollars for. I did not make this shit up. This is literally what we did for a client. And that's what I showed you. If you also want someone to generate qualified appointments straight to your calendar with ready to buy hot leads, not people who are like, I need to think of it. If you want someone who can generate these appointments for you, if you want someone to develop a sales system for your company where appointments are converted into dollars, cash collected, paid in full in one freaking call, and you want someone to handle service delivery for you, or if you don't want to outsource this completely, kind of like help you templatize it, productize it, so you don't have to lose your brain servicing all of your clients. If you want someone to increase your revenue, sign a minimum of 12 clients in the next 12 weeks. If you want someone to help you cut costs, because based on like literal data, we are 17 times more effective than hiring an in-house team, hiring people yourself, and 9 times more affordable than hiring people in your exact company. So if you want to increase your revenue, you want to cut costs and also save time so that you can focus on high leverage work or simply enjoy. I don't care, man. Go on a freaking vacation or enjoy a gym session at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. If you want to do all of this, then simply book a free discovery call below to see if you're qualified to work with us. We don't work with each and every single person, and I know a lot of people just say it for the sake of it. We literally have 5 freaking full-time sales reps working for us. Do you imagine that? Like, if there are 5 people working for me, what does that mean? If one sales rep is taking like 8 calls, that is 40 calls a day. So it's kind of like the opposite. You kind of need me to help you get like 40 calls a day if you want that. I'm not even promising that to you. If you're qualified to work with us, I can help you with these exact things which I just went over a minute ago. My offer is pretty simple. 12 high-paying clients in the next 12 weeks, or I wire you $6,000 from my own pocket. How can you make such a big bold claim, Somil? 0.02% refund rate, because we never fail. Like, that's just a formality, like this thing, because I know we never fail. We never have to refund people. That's why I can put these crazy freaking guarantees, legally signed, everything. No chances of us providing you 0 results. No chances of that. Remember, we have a proven system that already works. The question is, will you be able to use it, or will you lose to the competition that uses it? Like, bro, the system which I showed you, it is proven. It has worked for people exactly in your niche, in your industry. So the question is not if Sawmill works or not, if the system works or not, should I work with Sawmill or not? The question is, are you going to be the person who gets to access it? Or is it going to be your competition who kind of like destroys you? And then you're stuck wondering, why are my referrals, my only source of clients, why are they drying up? And how come this person is making more money than me? How come is, like, how the frick is he just annihilating me? So that's the real question. Once again, not trying to sound like arrogant or something. Just truly, it's not a question of, I need you to pay my bills. It's a question of, I have something which can truly transform the fate of your company. And the question is, do you want to try it out? Because there's absolutely 0 risk. Worst case scenario, you walk away with a couple of extra clients and $6,000 in your bank account. That's the worst case scenario. So it's like a win-win situation. Go book a call below. Probably me or someone from my team will speak to you understand your needs, see if you're qualified to work with us, explain everything, and after that you can make a well-informed decision if you wish to work with us or not. Take care, man. Have a beautiful, lovely, fantastic day ahead. Bye.